to my channel. My name is Sarah if you're new here, and I have been for the past few years doing some videos on my weight loss and my weight loss journey and just trying to get a little bit healthier. But if you've been around here for a long time, you will know that my channel initially started off as a crafting channel, and that kind of changed when before actually, but especially after I had my daughter Aubrey, and I've basically been trying to shift a little bit of weight for a while, and I've been trying to sort of pop out some YouTube videos about my weight loss and about recipes and that kind of thing. But I have actually recently got back into the crocheting world and I am loving it, and I just wanted to do some stitching related vlogs. I don't know if I'm going to name a series or anything, I don't know if it's going to get that far, but I just wanted to do some vlogs and share with you what I have been doing and just getting back into that whole world, because I have honestly been loving it. If you didn't know, I knit, I crochet, and I have been known to do a little bit of like tapestry and cross stitch. Not much, but I have definitely done a little bit, and I've also done a bit of rug making. I'm not a sewer, so I'm always so jealous of anyone who can sew beautiful clothes and bags and things like that, but that is a talent that I do not have at this point in time. I would love to learn at some point, but that is, yeah. So essentially, for the most part, this is going to be crochet related. And yeah, I am just so happy to be getting back into it. I kind of realised the last couple of weeks I have a bit of extra time at the moment. My daughter is now 4. She's doing a lot of stuff for herself now, and I have been finding myself sitting around and thinking, what now? And it kind of dawned on me that I had all of these hobbies before that I just haven't picked up for literally years. I have been crocheting with just like cheap yarn from whatever shop I've been in, usually the factory shop actually. If you've got an original factory shop anywhere near you, then you will know that they usually have some like big packs of yarn, like acrylic, fairly cheap. I've just been doing like granny squares and things like that, stuff that doesn't really require much thought. But now I'm honestly at the point at the moment where I'm so willing to learn, and I haven't been getting that from my job, and I really want to absorb some knowledge and really get into something. And I thought, you know what, crochet is probably the thing to do for me, because I love it so much, and I've never really got into it to a point where I would call myself an expert. I certainly know the stitches and I know a lot about it, but I've never made anything particularly intricate. I've never really made a lot more than basic to intermediate, so I'd really like to learn a lot about it. But anyway, I'm going to stop waffling now. If you are brand new to this channel, welcome. I am going to be posting more videos like this in the future, like I said, but I don't know how regularly it's going to be. I'm not going to say it's going to be a weekly thing. I'm not going to say it's going to be a bi-weekly thing. I will just do it, you know, as much as I can and when it feels right, when I've got something to share. So I have got a cup of coffee, and I hope that you've got a beverage as well. It's actually about 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm expecting Aubrey to be getting up anytime now. So let's get a move on. Oh, and also a disclaimer, I'm also expecting the boiler man to come and do the annual check of our boiler today, so he might be turning up anytime as well, so there might be a few interruptions, but let's get on with it. So I'm going to kind of call this vlog Rediscovering My Stash, and honestly I haven't even looked at this for probably since before my daughter was born. She's 4 now, and I've moved house in this time as well, so it's all kind of shoved together. And yeah, this is all of my nicer yarn. I will say I've definitely got quite a lot of just acrylic in all different colours, that kind of thing, but I'm going to be showing you my nicer yarn today. And I have actually started making a project already. I haven't got very far with it, but I'm going to show you that first, and then we'll go through the rest of my stash. Thought I would start with making something for my daughter, because obviously she's a lot smaller than me, and I just thought that would be a good place to start and not feel too overwhelmed, but also to pick something up that had a little bit of interest to it. So I went on to Ravelry and found this little beauty, which I just think is gorgeous. I have printed this out in black and white to save myself money on ink, but it's a gorgeous rainbow sweater, and it's fairly easy. And yeah, I've already gone through and written all my notes on it and all of that kind of thing. It is from We Crochet, so I will just show you that at the bottom there, and I will also link the pattern on Ravelry as well if you are interested. But I have put this for now into my fries bag, which, yeah, I haven't seen this for a long time. I love anything food related, mainly because I'm usually on a diet, so I love to have like items that have food on them, because I just find them really cute and it's just fun. But yeah, I've started making this. This pattern requires 2 different size hooks, so I've already put those hooks inside here, and that's a tip that I would give you as well if you are brand new and starting out. Look through the pattern first, make your notes on it first, find everything that you need to make the pattern first and keep it all together, and then that way you're not going to get to a certain point and then be like, oh, I need this, I need that. Nothing's going to spring up on you. So obviously it's been a long time since I have looked at any of my yarn and projects and stuff like that, so a lot of this yarn, unfortunately, I do not know where it's from offhand. What I will do, because I'm pretty sure that if I have purchased it, it will have come from Etsy, so I'll have a look through my Etsy history and see if I can find it. Obviously I haven't purchased anything new along these lines for like 5-6 years, so the colorways might be gone. I'm sure you'll be able to find something fairly similar, however. So obviously this pattern calls for different color stripes, so I had a look through my stash to find if I could find something to use, and I found a load of minis that my friend gave me, I can tell you that much. And I've used some of them, not all of them, but I've used some of them to create this sweater. And I am also going to be using a mixed colourway for like the main colour. So I'll show you what I've done so far. I've literally just started the back panel, and I've started with this pink colour, and then it's going down into this mixed colour that I was just talking about, which is just absolutely gorgeous. I love anything pastel, and I just love this. It's not the neatest crochet I've ever done, but yeah, we're gonna get there. And I've told myself before I start buying yarn, I need to use some of this up and just prove to myself that I can do it as well. But this is the ball of wool that I'm using. As you can see, it's a really subtle mix of all different pastel shades, all different colours. We've got blues, we've got greens, we've got pinks, yellows, greens, literally everything. And as you can see, it's coming together really, really beautifully. This is sock yarn, just as an FYI, so it's 4-ply, and yeah, it's so beautiful. I can't wait to see this coming together a bit more. I've literally just done a couple of hours of reminding myself how to crochet and just sitting and going through this. But yeah, so I thought I would do some stripes. I think I technically need a main colour and then 5 different colours, but what I've done is sorted up a main colour and 4 different colours, and then I will repeat the pink on the bottom, I think, if I do need that, if I remember correctly. So let me show you the other colours I've got. This is the pink mini that I've got, and then I've got a green mini, and then a blue mini, and an orange mini, and I just think that that is going to look gorgeous together. I'll get them all out actually and show you them all together. But I just think that's going to look beautiful, and I'm really trying to narrow down both mine and Aubrey's wardrobes so that we've got better things for both sides of the year. Like, I have very autumnal clothes, Aubrey has very spring clothes, and I'm trying to get some things that kind of you can wear both ends of the year and it not look too out of place. So I think that will definitely tick that box. But that is the first thing that I am doing and that I have started reintroducing myself to crochet with. Okay, so let me show you how I've got all of my, what I would call pretty yarn. So I've got it in a wool warehouse bag, which again I have had for years and years. This has literally just been away in a cupboard somewhere. But let's start with this one. This is one of the first sock yarns that I bought, I think, myself when I first started getting into hand-dyed yarn, and it is beautiful. So it's from Dina's Home of Crafts and it's called Pixie. It's fingering weight 4-ply. So this is what I've got. I have definitely got a lot of plans for this, anything sort of pink and purple colours, and there's just so many different beautiful colours within here. Let me move the band a little bit. You can see it's almost like black, and like some navy colours in here as well, and I think that that's going to work up absolutely beautifully. What I have done as well is I did go to Hobbycraft and I picked up some 4-ply, just some fairly cheap 4-ply white yarn, because I think that you'll see in a minute, but within my stash I have a lot of different colours that would look really good with white, and I thought I could start making a shawl or some hats, that sort of thing, to get back into it, or even like some little clothes for my daughter Aubrey. But I don't have a lot of colours that I can like pair together, so I thought if I get some cheap white that it will go with a lot of things, and I think this is definitely one of them. There's a lot of different like lighter pinks as well, but I think that would be gorgeous in like a triangular shawl or something like that. I just, yeah, it's lovely, and oh, I've missed doing this as well. It makes me so happy going through this stash, honestly. I'm so glad to have picked up my hooks again, if you can't tell. Next on the list is, I think that, if I remember rightly, I think that this is some sort of unicorn name, and I can't remember if that is the name of the shop or the yarn colour, but I'm going to rip this back. I think I had started to make a hat, but I'm going to rip it back and start again. It doesn't have a pattern or anything with it, but as you can see, these are gorgeous colours. It's very similar to the pastel one that I showed you, but with grey as like the background colour rather than like the whiter shades. And this is so soft. I can definitely find out where this is from and what the shade is called. I think I've already had a little browse on Etsy, and you can definitely get yarn like this. So what I will do is I will pop a link into the description box for, if I can't find this exact one, something very, very similar, because I do know that they are available. But I love this. I do know as well that you can get in Hobbycraft, you can get some just grey 4-ply, and I think that that would look great with this, again, as some sort of shawl or even a jumper for Aubrey, that kind of thing. And you know, maybe I could do like the cuffs and the, what's this called, the collar. The cuffs and the collar is like a block grey and then have this as like the main body of like a jumper. I think that would be quite cute. But we'll see. I've definitely got a lot to keep me busy at the moment with my other jumper that I've started, and this is a mini that came out of the collection that my friend got me, along with the other minis that I've already showed you. And it's just a, I was gonna say just, it is a purpley blue. I don't know if that's, it is, I think that is picking up the colour pretty well actually, but it's not a blue and it's not a purple, it is somewhere in between, and it is beautiful and it's so soft. But like, again, put that with that and that would draw out the darker colours here potentially. Oh, and this this one that I showed you as well is sock yarn as well. These are all sock yarn unless I state otherwise. So this is stunning. I'm like dusting them off because I do have pets, and yeah, their hair gets absolutely everywhere. But this is one that I've bought myself, and I remember purchasing this. I couldn't not buy it because it was so beautiful. But this is merino sock yarn, 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon, and it is called Shepherd's Delight. It's just so gorgeous. It's from the Fibre Fox hand dyed yarns. Again, not sure if they even still have a shop. If they do, I will link them below for you. But I mean, look at that in the middle where the colours meet. It's just beautiful. Oh, there's something about hand dyed sock yarn that is just so beautiful. I think because it's so intricate, and especially when you get hand dyed yarns, the colours just mix so beautifully. And over here, and you've even got like a little pop of colour through here, and I just love that about hand dyed yarn. It's not one solid colour, and I just think they always look so beautiful because of what this is made of. So the superwash merino and nylon, it's really soft, but it's also got like a little bit of give to it. So this is going to be a really good one to potentially make a hat or something with as well if I don't want to make socks. I don't really know if I'm going to get back into the sock making mode. I might do. I taught myself how to knit socks, and that took me absolutely ages. At the moment I'm just in the crocheting ballpark. I might crochet some socks, I don't know, but if I do, this one would be a really good one to use for it as well. And again, I could use that to go with it potentially. I could just do like a white, but that is just gorgeous. I love it. I love it. And then this one is not sock yarn. So this is from Jelly Beans Yarns, and it's gorgeous. Oh, I remember buying this as well, and I just couldn't help myself. I think that, I don't know what I'm going to make with this, to be honest with you. It is DK, so it's double knit yarn. It is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon again, and it is 100 grams, and it's called Fairy Wings. Don't know if you can still get it. Don't know if Jelly Bean Yarns are still doing their thing, but it's just, honestly, I can't help myself when these colours just speak to me. And you will, I mean, look, we're noticing a theme, all different pinks and purples for the most part, but I genuinely do not know what to make with this. I think it has to be something small, because obviously I don't have much of it. I could get some other DK yarn, potentially some grey, or even potentially like some light blue. I think would look really nice with that. So I could use this as like a pop of colour on something, but I don't know. Oh, my cat's at the window. I was like, oh my god, there's someone there looking at me. It's just the cat, it's fine. I'll let him in a second. But yeah, this is just speaks to me. I'm gonna need to find something to make with this, but love it. Let me go let my cat in. Okay, I'm back and I'm sat in a slightly different position because my leg was going dead, so apologies. But next out of the bag, and by the way, I'm just literally pulling stuff out of this bag and we are discovering it together, rather than going in any sort of order that makes sense. But this one is beautiful. It is mostly yellow, sort of creamy colour, and I'm pretty sure this is inspired by mini eggs, and are beautiful. This is a sock yarn as well, and I don't know where this came from. I can try and find out for you on my Etsy history, but it's just absolutely gorgeous. I don't think it is picking it up very well on camera, but there's so many different little specks and flecks of purple and pink in here. It's so much prettier in person, but I think that if I do start using this and making something with it, I think it will probably show up on camera a little bit better for you. So yeah, this is, again, I do not know what I will do with this. I think this would actually look really pretty as socks, because I think you'll see all of the different colours in it as well. And I think, do you know, if you do socks with the different colour heel, I think you could do like a really pretty purple. Actually, hold the phone, I can see something in my stash that would look gorgeous with this as a heel from a sock. So potentially that combination, and I think that that purple would help bring out all of the different purple flecks within here. I think, yeah, you can see it if I hold it up in the right place. There's obviously lots of different little bits like that through here, but I think that would look stunning together. And again, this is from that mini kit that my friend got me years ago. And again, this one came from the same mini kit. It is stunning. I'm not a massive green fan, but if it is the right shade of green, I adore it. So many different shades of green that I can just live without in my life. This is just stunning. I love it. And I'm pretty sure I've got something, again, that might look really nice with this. I think this came from Family Tree Yarns, and I think it's a Wimbledon inspired colour. So, I mean, that together, wouldn't that look absolutely gorgeous? I'm pretty sure, I'm fairly certain that this is Family Tree Yarns, and this was the Wimbledon colour many, many years ago. Jane is a lady that I was following on Instagram for a very long time, and I'm pretty sure we still follow each other on Instagram. Such a lovely lady. If her shop is still open, please go over there and have a look, because her yarn is absolutely gorgeous. And like I said, such a nice lady. But obviously got the strawberry and cream colours in here, and obviously the green of the court. It's just that and that. I can imagine myself trying to make something with this summer when Wimbledon's on. I think that's just a vibe, in all honesty, and I'm so excited. I know I keep on saying that, but I'm so excited to be rediscovering all these things that made me so happy and still do. Here's another green from that mini kit, and again, I love this. I think that this colour really suits me. I should probably get more colours like this and make stuff for myself for like hats and shawls and stuff. I'm drawn to the brighter pinks and stuff, but I think for my colouring, I think this kind of colour suits me. And I love this. It's such a beautiful, beautiful green, like a forest green, I would call that. And again, really, really beautiful. And I think the last mini from this mini kit is this. Gorgeous pink. Love it, love it, love it. Very similar to the other pink that I showed you from the same kit, but this is less pastel. And And then, oh, this one's falling apart a little bit in the skein, so I'm going to have to ball this up soon. But this is beautiful as well. This is a slightly different vibe to what I usually go for, but it's from Yan Tan Tetherer hand dyed yarns, and it is 70% superwash merino with 30% silk, so it's super soft, super silky. It has almost like a sheen, like a shine to it, from obviously from the silk, and it's just gorgeous. It's called Silk Garden, and yeah, I mean, it speaks for itself. Again, I think if I'm going to do pinks and stuff, for me, I think this kind of colour works really well for me. But this is gorgeous. It smells fabulous. It just smells like yarn. This one especially. It is gorgeous. Oh, there's one of my hairs on that one. But you can see all of the different colours running through there. I don't know what I'm going to make with that. That is super special yarn, and I just don't know what I would make with that. And then we have got this one, which I remember exactly what the lady looked like who had this shop, but I can't remember what it was called, but I can certainly find it out for you. I don't know obviously if the shop's still open, but I started making something with this one years and years ago, and I remember ripping it back, but I love all of the different colours in this, and I think the plain white 4-ply that I bought from Hobbycraft would look fantastic with this as well. But also I could do like a pink with it, and this is sock yarn as well. I could also do like a navy with it. There's a lot of different ways that I could take this, and I'm just so excited to make all the things, and I really hope that that continues. I'm just so excited. Last but not least for yarn, I have got a sock blank, which I bought. This is a bit of like a rogue choice. Oh, it's not, it's still the same kind of colours, but I bought this when I was in my Walking Dead obsession era. So this is a sock blank that is essentially zombie inspired. So it is called Zombies in Love, and it is from My Mama Knits, and you'll see exactly why it's zombie inspired. It's gorgeous. It is 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. Super soft, super beautiful. It is 100 grams, but I can't wait to use this as well. Again, I don't know what I would make with this. There's greens in here, as you can see if I show you from this side, pinks, purples, gorgeous. This section here just screams zombie to me, and I love it. But I think it would look super different once you make sort of something with it. But yeah, really excited about that as well. So that's all the yarn I've got to show you. Project bags that I wanted to show you, I do not remember where these came from. I think they came from, in fact, they're either from Amelia Extroy or they are from Family Tree Yarns. I think Jane made some bags. I could be wrong, but obviously I've got the Fries one that I showed you before. I have got this one, which is lovely for the summer. I have just washed these, so they're a little bit crinkled up. This is like a sock project bag size, and then a slightly bigger one in the zip in the same pattern, because I loved this, especially for summer. I think like the seasons we've got coming up, I love that for summer, that pattern. I think that's gorgeous. And I've actually ordered a large wedge bag from Amelia Extroy, who I definitely know is still in business. She creates the most beautiful project bags. She's got so many different patterns, so I would highly recommend you go and check out her shop if you haven't already. and that hasn't arrived yet, and I'm excited for it to arrive. It's the one thing that I've allowed myself to buy, aside from, you know, some cheap yarn to pair with other yarns, because I've never actually had larger project bags, and especially now that I've got Aubrey, I need to be able to put my projects away. I cannot just leave them lying about anymore. So once, like when I start making shawls and sweaters and stuff, I need to be able to put them away. So I have ordered a larger project bag, which should be arriving hopefully within the next few days. So by the next time I record a video, I can definitely show you that. The only other thing that is stitching related that I wanted to show you is this cross stitch, and I bought this with it in mind to make for my cousin's little boy, and I still want to. It's just a case of when I'm going to do it. I haven't done any cross stitch for many years. I've crocheted enough within the last 4 years or so to be able to just pick it up and go again. This, I would have to remind myself exactly how to go about it and everything, but I'm pretty sure I got this from Hobbycraft when it was on sale. I think it was about £4, and I just couldn't let it go. So I bought that. Hopefully maybe this summer. I think that would be a good one to do this summer, when hopefully when the weather's warm. It is sunny today. It is sunny today, but it isn't super hot yet. We've had a lot of like rainy, colder, not really colder, but rainy, stormy days recently. And yeah, it is, what's the date today actually? It's the 11th of May, so it is the Thursday after the coronation weekend, which was really nice to have an extra long weekend. I am not particularly fussed by the royals either way, so I wasn't, you know, really excited for the coronation, but it was so nice to have an extra day off. Apologies, I have quite bad allergies today, and I have to keep on stopping to blow my nose and stuff. But if you are interested in this kind of content, then do let me know below. I want to make the rest of these kind of videos a little bit more vloggy, maybe less about just sort of sitting down and talking, although I think we will do this kind of thing again. But I have really enjoyed this, and I am so excited to be picking up my hook and yarn again. It's just, it's part of me that didn't go away for the last few years, but has been sitting there waiting to come back out, and I have honestly not had the brain space to be crocheting and knitting and stuff through the evenings once my little girl goes to bed. But I've definitely got to the point now where I can do little bits. I don't promise to be making loads and loads of stuff. I know that there are loads of knitting and crocheting podcasts out there where these amazing ladies just churn out some really beautiful projects really quickly, and I'm absolutely not promising to do that. But I wanted to take you along, and I wanted to show you what I'm going to be making, and yeah, just let me know if you are interested in seeing more of these. But I'm going to go now. I'm going to tidy this all away and probably get a little bit more crocheting done. It's about 8:30 now actually, and she is still not up yet. She did stay up pretty late last night, so I'm not going to wake her up. So yeah, let me know what you think below, and let me know what you are working on as well, and also let me know if you have any good Etsy shop recommendations for yarny things. It's been a long time since I have looked properly. I did have a little quick browse the other evening, but aside from that I haven't looked at all. So yeah, let me know the best place to get hand dyed sock yarn. That feels so good to be saying. And also as well, if you are a subscriber to my channel and you are here for sort of weight loss content, I will certainly be doing that as well. I don't know how frequently I'm going to be doing different content, but obviously if you're not interested in this, there will be other stuff coming for you as well. And yeah, I'm definitely going to be making some more videos like this in the future, so if you are brand new here and you are looking for more yarny things, then do stick around, because there are going to be more I just don't know when they're going to be yet. So yeah, I'm waffling at this point. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you again in another video very soon.